What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Shane here with Shootin' Crews. Today we will be installing the Old Man Emu steering stabilizer. If you see my recent video, you know that I put in the 2-inch Old Man Emu lift kit. If you buy that same kit, then you'll get the steering damper or steering stabilizer with it. I didn't do it on that day just because of time. But today we're gonna do it, and I'm gonna try to make this video short and sweet and straight to the point. But before we get into the video, I want to thank the sponsors of the channel, which is you guys, the viewer. So please subscribe if you're not already, like, and drop a comment for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps out a lot. Let's get into it. So all you'll need for this particular mod is just what came in the kit itself, the instructions, the stabilizer, and then the hardware. I've also got a socket gun here, a little extension that might help out. This is a tie rod end separating tool I got from Harbor Freight. A standard socket wrench, a 19mm socket, and a 14mm socket. Start by taking your 14mm socket on your gun and removing it off the mount. This is on the right hand side of the vehicle. So I misspoke at the beginning of the video. You'll also need a 17mm socket in order to get this one here off. This is going to be on the left hand side of the stabilizer, left side of the vehicle. And you just want to crank this one off on the back. So you notice I had trouble with the actual wrench, but because all these parts move and rotate, you can spin it out to where you have enough room to get your gun back there. After that, we're gonna take our little separator tool here. Like I said, this is Harbor Freight. This should be a 19. We can do this the scary way with the gun. Probably be a little bit quicker and easier. Now you'll notice I'm not wearing eye protection. I should have put that in at the beginning of the video, and I'll throw some on now. We're gonna start over on the opposite end. You will need this plate here, so we've got to get this off. Switch back to your 17mm socket and rip this one off. The way you want to do this is get this slipped in under that rubber gasket that's there, and have the back piece here so it can push it through. So you want to tighten this up, throw back on your 19mm socket and tighten it up. And once again, this is going to pop as soon as it reaches a certain amount of tension. And that's what we need. This is trash. At this point, we can get rid of all the other hardware from the other OEM steering stabilizer, keeping this plate and then our two 14mm bolts. I went ahead and assembled one side of the steering stabilizer, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. This is per the instructions provided by Old Man Emu. So you'll take this piece here, take the longer end, slip it into the actual bushing, throw on a standard washer and a nut. And then on the other end, you'll have the actual portion of the vehicle here. You'll have the crush washer, and then finally another nut. And you'll tighten these together. These are 19mm nuts. All right, so we'll start on the tie rod end side here. We'll slip this portion in. Slip on our crush washer and our nut and get it started. And then we'll crank it down. You really shouldn't use a socket wrench for this, but I don't have another standard wrench for this, so that's how we're gonna do it. So what I went ahead and did here was go ahead and mount the bracket back on. These are 14 millimeter nuts, or bolts rather, and then these are 19 millimeter nuts. Whenever you get this out, it's probably going to be compressed because it's got that gas in there, but you just pull it on out, shove it up there, make sure you've got your correct order. We'll drop our crushed washer on top, our other 19 millimeter nut, and we'll torque this down. Okay, there we go. We got it fully installed. Everything's back the way it should be. You might notice here while you're doing this that you'll have a small gap here. This is normal. It's not going anywhere. It'll be fine. And the same gap probably exists up here. As long as you give it plenty of torque, plenty of ugga-duggas, then it'll be fine. Okay guys, thanks for watching. It really is as simple as that. It is important to switch this out because anytime you're off-roading or even on the highway, all these vibrations and stuff will make their way up into the steering wheel. You could get speed wobbles and all that kind of stuff. So this will help with the control of the vehicle and help overall improve your driving experience. That's it for today. It's about 100 degrees out here in Texas right now, so I'm going to get some AC. Like I said, please like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.